Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again, and it's time to go hard up. Are you guys ready? I know I sure am. The favorite, Creed 2, and of course, The Craft are being released today on Blu-ray and stuff like that, 4K for some other films. I'm going to be heading on out to some of the other, the usual spots today, see what kind of fun things I can find out there in the wild. But also stay tuned to the end of this video, if you guys want to see my review of the new Blu-ray of The Craft from Scream Factory, along with some other things. But before I head on out there today, guys, I want to know something. For you guys that have been watching my videos for a long time and, you know, like the out and about videos and things, how many of you guys out there would be interested if I made a small limited run of the original Out and About the movie? I've been talking to my friend Aaron, and if there's enough interest in it, I may be doing a small limited run of these. Let me know down below in the comments going, I would love to get a copy of the original Out and About movie, like, you know, with the cover art and everything like that. Let us know down below in the comments if you guys are interested in this. To say, hell yes, Out and About DVD, baby. You know, say that in the comments, and we'll see what we can do. But guys, let's head on out right now to the usual spots and see what kind of cool deals we can find. Well guys, at my first destination of the day, the local Salvation Army. Let's head on in here and see if they have anything new since the last time I was here. It's been a few months. Well, making my way to the small little media section that they have over here. And the first thing I see is a Blu-ray of Ghost Rider, the extended edition. This one wasn't that bad. The second one, I can leave that one. Ooh, I see a classic. I see a classic. Yeah, buddy, who's whizzing the juice on this one? That's what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna look through here and, of course, see if I find anything cool, like maybe Blu-ray related in here. There's some, it looks like there's some select Blu-ray kind of stuff in here, but nothing amazing yet. But, you know, we shall see. Is it even in here? Oh, it is. Alright. I'm gonna keep looking through, and if anything pops out at me, I'll definitely let you know. Some HD DVDs up in here. Oh, there are a couple of blues in here, the losers. Yeah, guys, not really seeing a whole lot when it comes to, like, you know, out of print things. A lot of generic titles I'm seeing here. You know, like the Mexican, this is the old, you know, the Brad Pitt film from back in the day, and, like, you know, Waist Deep, and like some Batman movies like The Dark Knight and stuff. Great, you know, some of them are great movies, but just a lot of them are like real generic kind of stuff, and a lot of stuff I may have, you know, already, or I don't need, like this one right here, W. I don't need this in my collection, man. Yeah, just a lot of stuff in here that, you know, I already have or don't really need. Like this one right here, I have on Blu-ray already, and the old DVD of it, Dirty Work, old Norm Macdonald, you know, film right here, directed by Bob Saget. I believe this is Bob Saget's directorial debut, if I'm not mistaken. But I've always loved this movie, man, with Artie Lang and of course Chevy Chase in there, Don Rickles, classic comedy, you know, from my teenage years that I've always rewatched over and over again. And this is a film I don't see a lot of people talk about anymore these days. You know, you don't mess with the Zohan, but like, as you can tell, it's just a lot of stuff like that, you know, in here. Nothing super standout-ish, but let's get out of here. Alright, everyone, over at my next destination, the Dollar Tree. But guys, let's head on into the Dollar Tree and see if they have anything cool. And the only reason I didn't, you know, do a video in there this weekend is, one, they don't really ever get that much cool shit anymore these days, and two, I had a, you know, a special event I went to the 10 Things I Hate About You 20th anniversary celebration. You know, the movie 10 Things I Hate About You. I got to, like, meet Joseph Gordon-Levitt and hang out with Andrew Keegan and a couple of the cast members from the film. I have a link for the video down below if you guys want to see it, but let's head on in there and see if there's anything cool. Well guys, just got into the Dollar Tree right now, and it looks like it's the same old kind of stuff that other sales had in the past already, like the two variations of the Black Nativity and Warrior's Way, and a lot of the same, like, generic-y, like, DVDs that they had at past sales. And this is one of the main reasons why I didn't do a video this weekend, going to multiple of them and everything. And plus I had that, you know, event, the 10 Things I Hate About You event I went to. If you guys haven't seen that video yet, definitely go check it out. But like, I'm not really seeing much of anything that really interests me here today. This movie was actually good. I have this one already, but The Super, if you guys have never seen it, that's actually pretty good in here. But other than that, as you guys can tell, nothing super amazing in here today. Well guys, it's starting to rain out right now, but I'm at my next stop of the day, the local Best Buy. Let's head on in and see if they have any of those new releases out today. Well guys, right when I walked into Best Buy, they have a little Creed 2 display right up front over here, where of course they have the cool little cardboard cutout thing over here. But you get the Blu-ray, the Steelbook 4K exclusive edition of Creed 2, where you see them right there. That is badass, man. But $34.99? I just don't know. I love steelbooks though. You know what I mean? Like, I love my steelbooks and things, but nowadays those prices for physical media, I'm just like, shit, you know? But let's go over here to the new release section and see what else came out today. Which, some of the other stuff that came out today was Insta-Family with Mark Wahlberg and Rose Byrne. I gotta talk about this one a few Hoarding Up videos ago, like in the review portion and things. I thought it was just kind of a generic, you know, kind of family comedy film. One of those ones that you would watch once and kind of sort of forget about, to be honest. It wasn't bad though. But another one that came out today was called The Favorite, which looks like a film that my mom would really get into, because like she digs the you know, period piece kind of movies, and I believe she's going to be talking about one of those kind of films at the end of this video in the review portion. But let me know down below, did you guys like The Favorite, if you guys saw it? And of course, you know, another Creed 2 came out, which I talked about, from Warner Brothers a week or so ago. And this one right here came out from Warner Brothers today too, Krypton, the complete first season. I believe this is like, you know, what if Superman never existed, you know, kind of TV show. I've yet to pop this in and check it out yet. I have a copy of it that Warner Brothers sent for free to review and things, but me and my mom will get to it sooner or later. But that's another one that was released today. But from what I'm seeing, I don't know if I see anything else that's really standing out to me right now. This is the one this is the period piece film my mom's going to be talking about later on in the review portion of this video, Mary Queen of Scots. That's a movie I don't think I'm ever going to sit through, to be honest. But guys, there was also another movie that was being released today on Blu-ray that I went to the premiere of, the LA premiere of, and I'm not seeing it out here today. So hopefully my next location I go to has it. It's a movie called Dead Ant. You know, the movie that stars Jake Busey and of course Sean Astin and Tom Arnold and things, and that was supposed to be released today, but I don't know if that's gonna be one of those titles that gets, you know, pushed out into stores, or if it's like one of those online, you know, kind of purchases. But that movie was a lot of fun, so if you guys see that out in stores, definitely pick it up. Wait a minute, guys, I'm over here at the new release section at Best Buy, and BAP, they have it. They have Dead Ant, baby. So that's rad, so rad. So yoink. And now, as you can see, the rain's coming down a little bit harder right now. But I'm at my last destination of the day, the local Walmart. Let's head on in this hoe and see if we first get out of the rain and see if we find anything cool up in there today. Well guys, in Walmart right now, taking a look at the new releases that they have over here. Of course, they have the Creed 2 over here. I like their artwork they have for the DVD version of it, with, you know, Creed and Rocky right behind them. I kind of dig that artwork a little bit more than this one. But still, that one's still awesome, and, you know, in its own right. But I didn't know there was another Royal Rumble that came out today. But of course, sadly, they don't release these ones really on Blu-ray anymore. But this is the 2019, you know, Royal Rumble. And I don't really watch WWF anymore, or WWE anymore, but I do get the DVDs and Blu-rays once in a while. But of course, Insta-Family is another one that hit you know, Blu-ray and DVD today. And I don't know if this was today or if this was a week or two ago. Ben is back with Julia Roberts and Luke Hedges. I think this might have been a little while ago, because I got this one to review, but it's on the new release shelf today. And of course, we have the Favorite and The Burning, another one that came out today. I believe this one's Well Go USA, if I'm not mistaken. And something called Little Miss Doolittle. Is this like, you know, Dr. Doolittle, but like a new version of it or something, but with a kid? Huh. And another show that came out today is Fear the Walking Dead Season 4 on, of course, DVD and Blu-ray. And the DVD has different cover art than the Blu-ray does. But this is a show that I've never really gotten into. My mom sort of kind of watches it. As you know, it's a spin-off show of The Walking Dead. But I'm sure we'll probably have a review of this one soon, because I got a review copy of this in, and I haven't got around to checking it out yet. But my mom will probably be the one. My mom will probably be the one to check it out because he's watched all the other seasons of it. And guys, it also looks like Walmart is carrying Dead Ant over here also, but with of course, just the DVD version of it, not the Blu-ray. But it has, of course, like different artwork on it. But I swear to God, guys, if you love wacky, over-the-top kind of comedies, give this one a chance. I really had a good time watching this at the the LA premiere that they had. I even did a video at the premiere. I have a link for that in the description box if you guys want to check it out. Alright everyone, let's get out of Walmart now. That's all I really see that was released today. I was thinking about maybe getting that Royal Rumble, but only if it was on Blu-ray, because I know I have a lot of the other ones on Blu-ray. But guys, let's head on home right now and I'll show you guys what I hoarded up on. Alright everyone, I'm back home now from hoarding up. About to show you guys what I picked up today, which I only picked up one thing today, but the one thing I did pick up today was over at Best Buy. They had it on sale for $11.99 and I just had to get it, and that is Dead Ant here on Blu-ray. Really thought this movie was a lot of fun when I saw this one at the the LA premiere. Tom Arnold is like the best part of this movie in my opinion. I don't know, man, I've always been a fan of him since the movie Carpool and stuff. Even got to talk to him for a minute or two at the at the premiere and stuff on video, which I thought was dope. And I even got invited to the after party, for this film, which was at the Lucky Strikes bowling alley in Hollywood. So cool. Ron Carlson, the director of this movie, is a really cool dude. Invited me and my friend Aaron to the after party and things. But there's a music video on here for a song that they did for the movie called Side Boob. Check out the special feature on this Blu-ray whenever you guys get a chance to. They played this at the premiere. The Side Boob music video is just so ridiculously funny. But if you guys love killer ant movies or killer bug movies, give this one a chance. It's over the top and funny. I dug it. I just had to get it to show my support. Not movie related. I also bought 2 new black shirts from the store I like going to. You know how I roll. You know how I roll. But guys, that's all I picked up today. Yeah, make sure you guys check out the GoFundMe page for Out and About the Movie 2. Gabriel, Aaron, and I, we're trying to see if we can raise some funds to try to make another Out and About Vegas movie, going out there exploring and stuff. And this is purely for the people that really like the first one, that would really like to see another Out and About movie style vlog. If for you guys that are been watching the videos for a while, you guys probably know the Out and About movie and stuff. But if anybody out there is interested in seeing another one, the only way I see it happening is if we can raise the funds to do so, pretty much to get Gabriel out there, because I can't afford to pay for Gabriel, him all the way over there. But if you guys are interested in help donating to our GoFundMe to help raise money to make Out and About the Movie 2 Las Vegas, I'll have a link for the GoFundMe page down below. And if you guys donate $20 or more, you guys will get your name in the credits of the film. You can put it on your IMDb pages and things. But guys, let's head upstairs now for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Alright everyone, now on to the review portion of this video here. My mom's also going to be popping in a little bit later on with her guest reviews. I have a nice sized stack of stuff here to talk to you guys about today and showcase for you guys. So let's get started with it. The first one up I got from Scream Factory, and it's their new collector's edition of The Craft. Now this is a film that came out in the 90s that I fell in love with. Me and my sister watched this one over and over again, on VHS when it first released and everything. It's about this, these group of high school girls that are kind of, into the occult. They're kind of like into witchcraft and things. And this one new girl moves into town and, kind of sort of befriends them, and they start conjuring up little spells and different things, like making a girl, one of the bullies in their school's girl's hair fall out, and all sorts of weird things start happening. And then they start to get a little bit more powerful and powerful as the film goes on. You have to watch the movie to find out, you know, what happens. But it was just so cool to be able to revisit this film after all these years now on Blu-ray with all, you know, a handful of new special features. But before I get into like the special features and things, I just have to say, this is the very first time in a long time that Shout Factory put out a collector's edition, you know, with new commission artwork that I don't like. You know what I mean? Like, this artwork for the craft, I can't really get into. You know what I mean? Usually I love the artwork, but this one, I don't know. I just don't know. You guys let me know down below what you think. I'd rather go with this. You know what I mean? The original art that I remember, you know, on the VHS and the DVD back in the day. But this, I don't know. I just don't know. I have to get used to it. I just have to get used to it. But the picture quality on here is absolutely pretty well. It is kind of softish. Like, I don't know if they went in for like a 2K scan or anything like that on this print, because it doesn't look like it. But like, the grain is intact and stuff. But the picture quality just feels a little soft, in my opinion, on this new Blu-ray. It does look good, but it just doesn't look like it could be as good as it can be made. I don't know. But there is new interviews in here with the director, producers, writers, and special effects makeup artist on here. No new interviews on here with any of the cast members talking about their experience. We do have the original like special features that came on the old DVDs and stuff. But like, you know, deleted scenes, the actual trailers, and a little making of on here. But if you're a fan of the craft and you guys want to upgrade your old DVD, definitely get this one, man. Great new special features on there. I like hearing what the director, you know, has to say about the making of the film. And another one I got from Scream Factory is a movie I may have seen once a long time ago, because when I was watching it, I didn't really remember it much. And it's a film starring Lance Hendrickson and Ali Sheedy from The Breakfast Club, and that is Man's Best Friend. This one right here is about this lab that, you know, conducts experiments on animals and, like, you know, using them as test subjects and stuff like that. And Lance Henderson is like this mad sort of doctor guy, kind of, that's like, you know, that's doing these tests. And Ali Sheedy is this news reporter who kind of just breaks in to this lab with her big old camera and her assistant, trying to film all the craziness and, you know, what's going on, what are these crazy people doing with these animals. And in the meantime, all hell breaks loose. And they almost get caught, and Ali Sheedy and her camera person run out of the the lab, and this big old dog follows them, and she befriends this dog. The dog's being all kind and cool, and is happy that, you know, he's free from this, you know, lab being tested on and things. But yet Lance Henderson really wants that dog back, because if he doesn't get that dog back, if the medicine wears off on this dog that the dog's on right now, if the medicine wears off, something really bad's gonna happen, and, you know, all hell's gonna break loose with this dog and wherever he's gonna be at. And you have to watch this movie to find out the madness that happens. I kind of really enjoyed this one. This one was a lot of fun. It says we get a new 2K scan from the original film negative on here. They didn't say that on the craft one, but you also get an audio commentary on here by the director and a theatrical trailer. But man, Lance Hendrickson and Ali Sheedy, I don't know, I really liked them in this film. This was actually a decent one. It's like Cujo, you know, like 2.0, you know what I mean? Kind of film. But next over here is a TV show. The next couple of things I got here are from this website called MovieZing.com. It's a website where, you know, if you buy something from them, they burn it on demand and then send it to you, kind of thing. And the first one up I have here is season 26 of The Amazing Race here on DVD. This is a show, of course, me and my mom really get into. We have almost all the other seasons, you know, of it on DVD already. It's just pretty much about like a group of like 12 people, you know, a group of singles, 12 people that, you know, get together and then go on this amazing race to like all these different countries around the world, you know, going against one another in these little tasks that they have to do. Like, you know, one of the, you know, they go from Los Angeles to Africa to, you know, Tibet, like all over the world. It's just a really fun, amazing show. But in this season right here, half of the couples that are together are blind date couples. Like, they just met each other and they're kind of like going out on a date for the first time, but they're just meeting each other, then having to go around the world and this, go across the world and fight, not fight, but go against these other people to try to win $1 million. And I don't know, I found the concept of this season kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like these a handful of couples in the show don't know each other, but yet they have to go around the world trying to win $1 million together. It's kind of fun, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of a stupid concept for this season, but it was it's kind of enjoyable anyway. But that's season 26 here on DVD. Each season of this show comes on 3 different discs with, of course, every episode of said season. So make sure you guys check out MovieZyng.com if you guys want to get a copy of that on DVD. And this one also is from MovieZyng.com. And it's a movie starring Michael Keaton. And when it came out, I really thought it was super, super cool. And just because like the effects that they were doing at the time for the film. And that is a movie called Multiplicity. This is a movie about a guy played by Michael Keaton who's a guy that works on houses and I forgot the name of what you call like an architect and stuff, and he's just really overwhelmed with work and his wife and family, his whole family thing, until he can't handle it all, until one day this one doctor guy comes up to him saying, "Hey, I can help you out. I make clones." So like he ends up, Michael Keaton ends up cloning himself. And then cloning himself again, and cloning himself again to try to you have to watch the movie to see what happens. But it's just a really fun watch to see Michael Keaton play all these different kind of variations of himself, and to see 5 or 6 versions of himself on screen at the same time back in the 90s. This was dope to me, and rewatching it on Blu-ray after all these years, it's still a lot of fun. I always like Michael Keaton. He's always going to be my Batman. If you know what I mean. I grew up him being my Batman from the Tim Burton films. But on this Blu-ray, all you do is get a theatrical trailer, and it does look nice here on Blu-ray. So if you're a fan of the film, just want to let you guys all know that Multiplicity is out now on Blu-ray from MovieZyng.com. And another one from the same website is a film starring John Ritter. And I remember watching this one back in the day also. So this was like the first time watching it. I would say maybe 10 years or more. And that is a movie called Stay Tuned. It also stars, of course, Pam Dauber here. And it's pretty much about this guy played by, John Ritter. Who's a family man who goes to work, works hard. But when he comes home, all he wants to do is watch TV. He blocks out his family, blocks out the world around him. That's all he wants to do is watch TV. Until one day he gets a mysterious knock at his door and say, "Hey, you want to get all the channels in the world? You want to be able to watch whatever you want, whenever you want?" And he's like, "Yeah," kind of thing. So this guy, puts this big old massive dish in his backyard, and something happens. And him and his wife get sucked into the television, get sucked into the dish, and kind of get sucked into TV world. Competing in game shows and all sorts of stuff. And this is them trying to get out of TV land and back into the real world. I don't know, man. I love this movie. This was so good. Pretty much anything John Ritter did, rest in peace, sir. I loved, from Three's Company to, Bride of Chucky to Stay Tuned to Bad Santa. I like everything he's ever done, pretty much, man. But let's Stay Tuned here on Blu-ray. It looks nice here on Blu-ray. All you get is a little behind-the-scenes featurette on here. I believe it was 10 minutes or less, if I remember correctly. But if you guys remember the movie Stay Tuned, let me know down below in the comments, man. Really fun movie.
Hello, back again with my TV shows. Yeah! The first one on my list today is the 27th season of one of my favorite shows, The Amazing Race. Yes, it is. I love this show. Of course, you've heard me talk about it before. And this one is no different. There isn't a major theme like, people dating or not, or, blind dates, that type of thing. This one is just your, regular bunch of couples, mother, son, that type of thing. There is one couple who apparently, they were such fans of the show that they did their own Amazing Race, apparently, and filmed it all, so that was kind of interesting, but well, anyway. I'm not going to give you my opinion. It's just as exciting as all the rest of them. So if you love The Amazing Race, pick up season 27 at moviezyng.com. Alright? The next one I have is what's called a period piece, which means it's, it's about history, basically. It's called A Mary, Queen of Scots, and I'm not going to try and pronounce their names necessarily. It's about Mary, Queen of Scots, and of course Queen Elizabeth. It's just basically about their how they want to rule their various kingdoms. Mary, Queen of Scots, of course, is the Queen of Scotland, and Queen Elizabeth wants to, rule Scotland as well. So it's, look in your history books, and this is, pretty much follows it. From one thing in here that interested me that I didn't know about, even though I was a history minor in college, that Queen Elizabeth, I think when she was around like 29 years old or something like that, she contracted or smallpox, and it was healing, and in order for women back then, the makeup they used, how they wanted to just look perfectly porcelain white, the makeup was called Venetian ceruse, and apparently it can eventually cause death because it was lead-based. And even though Queen Elizabeth ruled for, I believe it was 44 years, 45 years, they do believe that part of her death was contributed to the use of that makeup. So I found that kind of interesting. I think I might have looked that up. I don't think that was in the movie. But if you like historical movies, pick this one up. It was interesting, and I really enjoyed it. And then the last thing I have for you is my episodic television. This one I wasn't familiar with, but we got it from Mill Creek for free to review. And it stars Glenn Close and Rose Byrne, called Damages. And Glenn Close plays, a well-respected, high-order lawyer, and Rose Byrne gets a job, in her firm. And oh my goodness, people. It's not your regular lawyer show, that you normally see, like Law and Order or, countless other lawyer shows. This is a psychological thriller, and it's got me so wound up that I would love to be able to not have to work and sit through all of the 5 seasons, because they're all 5 seasons are included in this. Oh my gosh. And they usually do these little, long story short, Glenn Close hires Rose Byrne as, one of her legal assistants. And the whole story is weaving around different people that end up being involved in her life. And I don't want to give anything away because it's to me still confusing, so I may not even say the right thing. But it's just a real psychological thriller, how all these different parts and people in this are interrelated, and who's doing what to who. Also, one of the stars of this particular season, I don't know if he's in all of them, is Ted Danson. Anyway, it's really, really good. It's not, like I say, it's not like your regular lawyer TV shows. So if you like those kind, which I do, you might want to pick this up. This is really different, but really cool.
Alright guys, and last over here, I have a handful of things I got sent from Mill Creek Home Entertainment. My mom just talked about Damages, the complete series that's now out on Blu-ray. But Mill Creek also sent me these ones over just to showcase to you guys. They put out 2 new Blu-ray VHS slipcover movies, and one of them is The Legend of Billie Jean here. They already sent me this Blu-ray, like a year or 2 back when they first released it. It's the same Blu-ray edition, so if you have it, it's the same edition. But it just comes in that cool new retro, VHS slipcover right over here, dude. This movie's an 80s classic, man. An 80s classic. Fair is fair. but I just want to showcase that off to you guys. And another one that they released, it stars John Belushi and Dan Aykroyd, and that is a movie called Neighbors. I believe it came out on Blu-ray from them before, if I'm not mistaken. But now with a cool new retro slipcover. But this movie is nuts, dude. If you've never seen this one before, definitely give this one a watch. 80s classic right here. And the last two up, I got from Mill Creek is you know, I haven't like popped these ones in and watched or anything. I'm gonna showcase them to you guys. I've seen all these films before, but they're releasing a new Blu-ray / DVD combo pack of The Rundown, starring The Rock, and of course Seann William Scott from the the American Pie films, and Rosario Dawson. I'm not sure if I like this cover or not, or if I like the original one. But I believe Ernie Reyes Jr. is in here too, of course, from Surf Ninjas. He's like in the jungle scene, like kicking The Rock's ass. But this is another one that's coming out from Mill Creek Home Entertainment. And this last one up right here, guys, that I'm going to be showing you guys. I don't really remember the movie that much, but I do remember back on the day when the DVD came out, or VHS, or whatever it was, the special feature that was on there. The actress of this film, the star of this film, all I remember was half naked, swinging back and forth on a swing, back in the day, and I'm just like, oh, I'm like, in junior high going, oh, am I supposed to be watching this right now? Oh shit, I felt like a little perv. But that is the new Blu-ray edition of Barbed Wire, starring Pamela Anderson. I don't know if this Blu-ray is gonna have that same special feature with her on a swing. Okay, look. I could be out of my mind. I don't know if that was something I just dreamed about, when I was a kid, and it's always been in my mind, or if that actually happened. Was that a special feature, on an old DVD or an old VHS or something of her swinging on a swing, like half naked or something? Because I don't know why, that's just always been in my mind for like the longest time. But if that's like a special feature that's on here, I'm gonna flip out right now. But Barbed Wire, do you guys remember this film back in the day? Because I do, but I don't really remember what happens in it. Like, I know the name and I know she's in it, but like what happens in the movie, I don't know. But I just want to let you guys all know that Barbed Wire is out now through Mill Creek, now on Blu-ray. But guys, that's all I have to showcase and talk to you guys about today. Please give this video a thumbs up. But guys, I really do appreciate your love and support. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all for the next one.